Okay, we are here for video lab number 3, and we're in the audience right now because our team is in the front. Okay, so let's start off with the dark question. What is this lab all about? What are we trying to figure out in this lab?
Statistics.
Ah, beautiful. Okay, first time around. All right. Now, if you remember, the last lab that we did, we had a tongue twister that some of you were trying to read, and the word statistics itself is a tongue twister. All right, so who thinks they can say that word 3 times as fast as possible, the word statistics? Okay, don't do it yet till I'm in on you. It's not so simple. Okay, you thinking about the word? All right, go for it.
Statistics, statistics, statistics.
Does somebody think they can do it better than that? Okay, Liam, go for it.
Statistics, statistics. Never mind.
Statistics is the word.
Okay. Statistics.
Not an easy word, right? Anybody else want to give it a shot before I continue? Okay, so you can see that's a pretty difficult word to deal with. Okay, now specifically, there's another word that you could try. But in any case, specifically, what statistics are we interested in about the group that's in the front? What statistics are we looking for about those people?
The height?
Yeah, their heights, okay? And what metric unit are we going to use to determine their heights?
Centimeters?
Right, and right now on the chart in the side of the wall over there, we have it's kind of a big giraffe. We have heights in centimeters, and that's what we're going to be doing in a couple of minutes. So it's time to meet our team. So if you would go up there and sign your name in the data spot, slowly, letter by letter. We'll try to figure out who you are based on the words that you write. It's time to see Hooked on Phonics. You can go a little faster than that. So your name is Ja, Jam, Jammy, Jammy, okay. Okay, let's try another person up there. We have Jenny, Jennifer. We have me, Meg, Mega, Megan. And finally we have Lay. Okay. All right, so there's our team. Now, at this point, we're going to take your height. So, Lee, you're the person in charge of that. So why don't we have one person come over so he can take your height, and then kind of yell it out so the person at the calculator can plug it in. And what we got there?
172.
172, if you can plug that in, Jamie. And who's got the left side of the... so you're going to put 172 next to your name. Okay, Jennifer?
167.
167, if you could plug that in. And then, Jamie, you got to come over and have your height taken.
$158.
158. 158, and if you could plug your own number in. And Megan, why don't you take Lee's height?
$176.
176. If you could just write it next to Lee. Okay, and then you just plug that in over there, Jamie. Okay, so that's the raw information, the raw data that we have on these people. All right, the next thing we're interested in is the sample size. How do we determine the sample size of the group that's up there? Yes?
How many people are in the group?
And how many people are in the group?
4.
So the sample size, on the left, Megan, where it says sample size, if you would put down 4. Okay, now you notice underneath that, Megan, it says rank order, right? What I want you to do is take the 4 numbers that are written up there and rank order them from the highest at the top to the lowest at the bottom. So if you could put that in, where it says rank order. Okay, very good. All right, next thing we want to know about this group is the mean. Now, what do we mean by the mean?
The average.
The average. And how do you figure out the average? What do you have to do?
And the height, all the heights together, and then divide it by 4.
By 4, because 4 is the sample size. Jamie, you've got the information that you've been putting into the calculator there. So by dividing that by 4, what do we get as a mean?
168.2.
So if you could write down next to the mean, 168.2, and that means that's the average height of the group, 168.2 centimeters. Next thing we're interested in is the median. How do we determine the median?
Middle number.
The middle number. But we've got an even sample size here, 4 people. So how do we determine the middle number of that?
Do you find the mean of the two middle numbers?
So not the mean of the,
Oh, I mean,
well, okay, the average
yeah,
of the
average.
2 middle numbers. So if you could circle, Megan, the 2 middle numbers that are up there in your sequence, in your rank order, just circle them. So those are the 2 numbers we want to get the average of, and Jamie, if you could plug it in and give us the average. That would be the median.
169.5.
169.5. And what that simply means is that half of your group is taller than 169.5, and half of your group is smaller than 165.5, 169.5. Mode is next. Well, before we go to the mode, how about if you had an odd number for a sample size? How would you determine the median with an odd number?
By the number that's in the middle.
Yeah, just simply the middle number. Okay, mode. What do we mean by mode?
A number that's repeated.
More.
Like more, like, it can be more than one, but like a number that's like has the same, like if there's another.
Well, you're leaving one part of it out.
The number that appears the most.
The most. We could have numbers that are repeated but not be the mode. The one that is the most, okay? So what's the mode up here?
None.
None, because we have no number that's repeated. So we should write the word none. What number are we not going to put up there?
0.
0. What would be the problem if you put a 0 up there? What does that mean?
0 could be like repeated or appeared most.
Well, what would be the problem if we put a 0 up there? What does that tell you about somebody's height up there?
That
They're very short.
There is no
They're really short, because when they went up there, it said 0, okay? And there was more than one person that was 0, so that's why I don't put a 0. Okay, the next thing that we're up to is the range. How do we determine the range? Range?
From tallest to shortest,
And what do we do with that number, those numbers?
in order, in rank.
Yeah, but you have to do something with the 2 numbers that you just
Subtract.
subtract, okay? So, Jamie, you've got the numbers up there. Subtract it and give us our range. 18. Okay, now 18 is a fairly good size range. What happens if the range is a small range? What does that tell you about the group of people if it's a small range?
That everyone's about equal height.
Yeah, we don't know if they're tall, we don't know if they're short. We just know if they stand side by side, they're going to be about the same height. What if you get into a large range, like 30 or 40? What does that tell you about the group of people that are up there?
They're all like different sizes.
But if it's a really big range, what does that tell you?
That the tallest person, the shortest person are like far apart.
Yeah, okay, so let's kind of see what the range is physically. If you guys could just stand together side by side, shoulder to shoulder, we'll see what this range is all about. That means you too, Jamie. Okay, so you can see what the range is just kind of looking the way they are right now. They're in an order. Okay. All right, so you did a nice job on this lab. Do we have somebody who has some talents here now? Because you're in the running right now. All you have to do is beat the other class based on talent. What can you do for us?
Try to juggle a dime.
You're going to try to what?
Juggle a dime.
Juggle a dime. Just one dime? 3 dimes. Let's see the 3 dimes.
It's kind of small, so it's like,
Yes, if you can do this, this will be good.
because I could juggle bigger. Though.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Very good, Liam.
Rosie has
Okay, Rosie, you have something for us? What can you do?
I can move my tongue.
You can move your
But
tongue?
like roll it.
Okay, just 1 second. I'll get in on the... Okay, go for it.
I'm finished.
Okay. Who else has got a talent for us today? You got another talent.
I can whistle like a bird.
You can whistle like a bird, okay?
Sort of like those birds you hear outside that are really
Go ahead, whistle like a bird.
Yeah, I'll try.
Not bad, Liam.
I have a talent. I can push in my bone on my shoulder.
Whoa! one more time. Do that. Whoa! Can you do that to your other one? Let's see the other one.
That is good though. It's like, I don't know, it's harder.
It's harder on the other
The
one.
other one's just easy.
And let me ask you a question, Nicole. How did you realize you could do this talent? What were you doing just before this talent that you realized you could do it?
I noticed it in 5th grade.
And just one day you...
Me and Joy, Orphan,
Yeah.
we were just sitting there in class, and then I was like, look what I can do, and then she started doing it.
Can Joy do the same thing?
Well, yeah, she can do it.
She can do it also. Okay, that's interesting. You have a talent, Chrissy?
I can make it like a hole.
You can make, just a second, you make a hole in your neck? Oh, yes, that's kind of similar to what she just did with her arm. If we took a combination of your arm and your neck, we could have like almost like Hollow Man. Right? Is there somebody else in the class that has a talent for us? Anybody up in the front that has a talent, wants to do something? Nothing up there? Anybody? You have, what can you?
Pop my arm out of my socket.
Are you going to get hurt if you do this?
No, both arms do it, but my right one's more movable than my left.
You're going to actually pop it out of your whole socket?
No, I can move it so that it like pops.
But you're not going to get hurt though, right?
No.
Oh,
You can hear it.
yes. So if we're really quiet, we can hear it. Just a second. Shh. Go ahead. Liam, another one. What? Anybody else? Okay. This ends video lab number